So I just finished the book Enough by Cassidy Hutchinson. So she was the assistant of the chief of staff, Mark Meadows, and she testifies before the congressional committee just about her experience with Trump, with Mark Meadows, January 6th. So I'm going to go ahead and show you just parts of her testimony. Okay, so looking at this is just recalling a conversation that she had with Mark Meadows, where she says, Mark, he can't possibly think we're going to pull this off, talking about Trump. Can't possibly think we're going to pull this off. Like, that call was crazy. He looked at me, so like Mark's looking at her. He looked at me and just started shaking his head, and he's like, no, Cass, you know he knows it's over. He knows he lost, but we're going to keep trying. There are still some good options out there. We're going to keep trying. Okay, and so that's indicating that Mr. Meadows, Mark Meadows, he knew Trump lost. Trump knows that he had lost at that point. But Trump's repeatedly stated since that time that the 2020 election was rigged. And here's what I'm going to question about a lot of MAGA. They don't care. They don't care about the transcript. Cassidy Hutchinson, as her book highlights, she was right there as all of this was going down. She was very close to Trump. She was very close to Mark Meadows. But people don't want to sit down and read her testimony that clearly outlines that January 6th was completely planned. I had read the whole entire book, but I just typed up on ChatGPT. I think this is quicker and more simple to outline some of the key points that she brought up in her testimony to the House committee, but also just in her book. So some of the key points she brings up was that Trump attempted to go to the Capitol during January 6th. So she recalls hearing a conversation from, I believe it was the driver that she was friends with, how Trump demanded to go to the Capitol. And when the driver said, no, we're not doing that, Trump lunged at the steering wheel and he even grabbed the guy's neck. Okay, he reacted to William Barr's statements, or Trump responded to William Barr's statements by throwing food at the wall and basically throwing an enormous tantrum, and then she had to help clean that up. It had like ketchup stains. Okay, there were warnings from Mark Meadows where he suggested days before January 6th that things could get real bad. And then she describes how Mark Meadows didn't do much to try to prevent that from happening. And while January 6th was happening, wasn't doing much. Okay, she also recalls a call from Kevin McCarthy where McCarthy expressed anger over the idea of Trump going to the Capitol. Okay, let's go ahead. So I just wanted to point out this is significant stuff. Now that Trump's won the presidency, a lot of people might not care about it, but it's still going to be something that is analyzed by historians and is going to reflect on basically Trump voters, on people that are enthusiastic Trump supporters. There was a bounty of evidence that he was involved in planning January 6th, that he knew it was going to happen, that he tried to go to the Capitol, the fact that he was trying to pressure Mike Pence, the fact that there were the fake electors slate. Cassidy Hutchinson also mentions in the book that Mark Meadows, for I think it was like a few weeks, he was burning documents in his office. What were those documents? Why was he burning them? What's the whole idea there? But I'd say that, yeah, her testimony is pretty damning at this point. For more videos like this, go ahead, like and subscribe. I'll have more coming out. Thanks for watching Rational Politics.